Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us and welcome back. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we are Backyard Musings. I'm in Apple Valley, People's Republic of California.
And I'm still in Utah on the Wasatch Front. But
So
be
we've
home in a
talked
couple
about
days.
this. We talked about this subject, but the latest is that the Mars orbiter captured images of the comet. So we're going to revisit this. So it's pretty cool. ESA's Mars orbiters captured images of the interstellar comet 3I Atlas as it passed close to Mars, revealing its bright, hazy coma. Researchers are studying the data to learn more about this rare visitor from beyond our solar system. Between October 1st and 7th, ESA's ExoMars Trace Gas Orbiter, the TGO, and Mars Express spacecraft focused their instruments on interstellar comet 3I Atlas as it made a close pass by Mars. Among all ESA spacecraft, these two orbiters had the best vantage point to observe the comet. When 3I Atlas made its nearest approach to the red planet on October 3rd, it was about 30 million kilometers away. Would you like to know more?
That's a pretty far piece. So, okay, both orbiters use their specialized cameras to track the comet's movement. These cameras are normally built to photograph Mars' bright surface from just a few hundred to a few thousand kilometers above it. So, aiming at a faint distance target presented a real challenge for scientists. ExoMars TGO captured a series of images using its color and stereo surface imaging system, CASSIS, CASSIS. In the animation below, Comet 33I Atlas appears as a slightly blurred white dot drifting downward near the center of the frame. That dot marks the comet's core region, which contains both its solid icy rocky nucleus and the hazy envelope of gas and dust that surrounds it, known as the, what did you say? You said coma or comma?
Coma. Comma's got two M's, so coma.
Okay.
Yeah. So we don't have the animation. Right. We don't have the animation. But I wanted to make a point that we've also talked about the Mars orbiter and how those cameras are focused down on Mars. And we did a segment where they're during the downtime, they're actually focusing them on different objects, I think in orbit, in order to use them efficiently, those orbiter cameras. So this is really interesting, these two coming together. Because the comet was so far away, CASSIS was unable to distinguish between the nucleus and the coma. Detecting the tiny nucleus, which is only about a kilometer across, would have been as difficult as trying to see a mobile phone on the moon from Earth.
Okay. The coma, which spans several thousand kilometers, is
That's
clearly
like the tail. The tail.
Yeah. Is clearly visible in the images. It forms as sunlight warms the comet while it moves closer to the sun, causing frozen gases and dust to escape from the nucleus and form a glowing halo around it. So that's kind of pretty common in comets, period, right?
Yeah, it's like Halo or Hale-Bopp and what's the one every 75 years? Halley's Comet.
Halley's Comet.
They all have tails. They had tails. This one too.
Right.
But this
And
one is from and a halo. This one is from another galaxy, interstellar, and came through our solar system. Incredible.
Yeah.
CASSIS could not measure the coma's full size because the brightness of the material fades rapidly with distance from the nucleus, eventually blending into background noise. Usually, particles from the coma are carried away by solar radiation, forming a long tail that can stretch for millions of kilometers as the comet nears the sun. The tail is far dimmer than the coma, which is why it does not appear in these images, but it could become more visible in future observations as 3I Atlas warms and releases more material.
Scientists will continue to analyze the data from both orbiters, including adding together several images from Mars Express to see if they can spot the faint comet. Since then, Earth has been moving away from 3I Atlas as it approaches the sun. The comet is now on the other side of the sun, making it impossible to observe from Earth. ESA is making the most of its interplanetary missions to observe the comet from much better vantage points.
Between October 1st and 7th, ESA's Mars orbiters Mars Express and ExoMars Trace Gas Orbiter observed the comet as it passed close to Mars, with the closest distance between the spacecraft, as we said, being 30 million kilometers on October 3rd. Then between November 2nd and 25th, ESA's Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer, or JUICE, will observe the comet with various instruments. As JUICE looks towards 3i Atlas so soon after its closest approach to the sun, it is likely to have the best view of the comet in a very active state with a bright halo around its nucleus and a long tail stretching out behind it.
They also tried to measure the spectrum of light from comet 3i Atlas using Mars Express Omega and SPICCAM or SPICAM spectrometers and ExoMars TGO's NOMAD spectrometer. At this point, it is uncertain whether the coma and tail were bright enough for a spectral characterization.
Scientists will keep analyzing the data over the next weeks and months to try to figure out more about what 3i Atlas is made of and how it is behaving as it approaches the sun. And I hope that they release the raw data to the world so that sleuths, enthusiasts can study it too and maybe use AI to find out more information about it. Based on its trajectory, astronomers suspect that 3i Atlas could be the oldest comet ever observed. It may be 3 billion years older than the solar system, which is itself already 4.6 billion years old.
Icy wonders such as 3i Atlas offer a rare, tangible connection to the broader galaxy. To actually visit one would connect humankind with the universe on a far greater scale. To this end, ESA is preparing the Comet Interceptor mission. Okay.
Comet Interceptor is due to launch in 2029 into a parking orbit from where it will lie in wait for a suitable target, a pristine comet from the distant Oort cloud that surrounds our solar system, or unlikely but highly appealing, an interstellar object like 3i Atlas.
Very cool.
Yeah.
While it remains improbable that we will discover an interstellar object that is reachable for Comet Interceptor as a first demonstration of a rapid response mission that waits in space for its target, it will be a pathfinder for possible future missions to intercept these mysterious visitors. Yeah. I mean, who knows what else is out there, right? I mean, they could spot all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, but it could be a warning system too, and just observing. That's great. Wish we had it online.
Yeah. All right, everyone.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you in the morning.
See you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Thanks.